What's good, my pack rats? Pac-Man Case here. We are answering a question that is being thrown out in the retro community. Shout out to Retro Ghetto for getting everybody involved and getting us all in a huffy about this question. And that question is, are we gamers or are we collectors first? Let's answer it.
That's what I expected.
So, this freaking question, my God. You know what's hard about this question is that it is a question that when you ask it, most of us that collect retro video games want to first say, absolutely we're gamers. Absolutely I play games first before I collect. Bull. We all know that is not really the case in this day and age. Video games are so hot, the value of video games are so prevalent right now. Everybody is in the retro video game market, and what's funny is I want to say that it's all because we love playing video games, but right now it's a quick flip and quick cash grab for a lot of people. Back in around 2016, I would tell you I was a gamer through and through. I was all about my PlayStation 3 and my Xbox 360. I played anything from Call of Duty to Gears of War, fan of Left 4 Dead as I've talked about, third-person action games. I loved it. I loved popping that stuff in and just sitting down and enjoying the gaming experience. But then the collecting bug hit me. Now, I have carried most of my collection over from my generations of moving through these systems from my childhood, so I already had a decent library of games, but I didn't really get into what I would call the hunt until about 2016 when things really started to blow up for me. That's when I wanted to go find these games I had never played before. I had wanted to jump into these libraries. I had never heard of these titles before. I had never played these games before. God, I never had a Sega CD. I had never had a Sega 32X. I barely had played a Sega Saturn before, so I got this itch to get these video games that I had never experienced before so that I could play them. And then the ball just kept rolling, and that turned into a snowball down the steepest hill ever, because once you realize how fun the thrill of the hunt is, it's really, really hard to come back. So you end up thinking, oh man, well, I haven't played a lot of Xbox games. Oh geez, you know, I haven't really dived into the Dreamcast library. And before you know it, you are literally collecting to collect, which is fine for people, especially those that they are entombing their stuff in plastic for the rest of their lives, and it is legit all about the collection, to put it up on a shelf, and they are not meant to be played, and that is what you love to do. You like to collect it just like you like to collect art, or just like you like to collect toys. You know, these things go on the shelf, you like to look at them, and that's it. Games are meant to be played, and I have to say this, and I might be the only person that I've heard say this so far in this question. We are collectors and we love the hunt, but we shouldn't just be collectors. Games are meant to be played. They are meant to be opened, put in, experienced, played, frustrated, enjoyed, laughing, crying, whatever. When you are playing video games, it's what the developers intended it for in the first place. They did not intend them to just sit on the shelves behind me collecting dust, whether they're in people's boxes, whether you do have them up on the shelves, whether they're things that you have just amassed over the years. At the end of the day, it's just stuff that you have on a shelf. If you're not playing it, I don't really know the purpose. And that's where it gets really hard as a gamer when I have to say I'm a collector first. And I'm gonna say that because I went down the rabbit hole and realized I spend all of my time hunting, whether that's on Facebook Marketplace or Mercari or at a pawn shop or garage sale. I'm always looking for the next find, looking for more excitement on titles I've never seen before, but that is at the jeopardy, that is at the sacrifice of not playing my video games. And I have now spent, I would say, years collecting, being stoked about that process, but not really enjoying my games as much. And I want to change that. I've already said in my previous video, I want to live with intent, and my intent is to play these sons of bitches all day long. So, I'm answering the question, and I'm very disappointed in my answer that I am a collector first right now, but I want to be a gamer first, and that's what my goal is for 2021, is to do that. So, shout out to Retro Ghetto for getting the entire retro community up in a huffy about this question. I think it is a badass one to answer, and it is one that a lot of people need to stop, think about, and be like, oh, you know what? He is right. I do not play a lot of my video games, therefore, I'm a collector first. And hopefully, down the road, I can tell you I'm a gamer first, because that's where it's at. Guys, if you like my silly content, you like what I got going on, hit that subscribe button for me, hit the bell, because you're never gonna see my stuff. YouTube hates me, and they don't want you guys to see it, so hit the bell and be like, screw you, YouTube. I'm gonna watch some Pac-Man case stuff. I really would appreciate it. I will talk to you guys later when we do another Pac-Man creation. And again, collector gamer, what are you guys? Let's keep this going. Bye.